Hello my lovely diamonds, welcome into today's video. If this is your only time here, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you for watching my videos and I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, so yes, this is the thing that has been going on for 3 weeks now, right? So I have been inconsistent in posting my videos. I haven't been posting. Feel so bad. Like, I honestly feel so bad because what would happen is that I would think about what I wanted to say in the video, right? I would lay out the plan, and then also I would shoot the videos, but then I did not post it, right? And reason being, I had a mixed portion of feelings. um I was failing to get in touch with myself. Like, I didn't have any particular thing I would say, okay, this happened last week, so because of this I'm feeling like this, you know. So yeah, that is what was happening. And like, in the beginning, when you start something, right, whether it's a business, the YouTube channel, it's a yeah, anything that you start in the beginning, right, it's flowing, it's good, everything is fine, everything is, it's going. And then suddenly there is a sudden transition of, like, energy, your mood changes, um and and power. Like, you no longer have the same drive, the same force you did before, right? And then now I was like that, and I'm thinking to myself, quit or not quit. I mean, honestly, my life was just simpler when I did not have a YouTube channel, because that way I didn't worry about um, holding myself accountable to actually post something on YouTube, or to communicate with my followers on WhatsApp. So yeah, that is, I was like, should I just quit everything and then just be like, pretend that I did not start anything in the first place? But then what I realized is that it's not only um it's not only quitting, and I mean, it's not only working that requires energy, right? Also, quitting requires energy, because before you can quit, you have to think a lot. Like, you have to think hard, long. You have to take a long time to actually think, okay, I'm quitting this. Are you sure? So, why not just do nothing, right? So, and then my question to myself was, why do you think it happens? Why do you think it happens, right? And then, as always, I have my journal, right? And I wrote down, this is because as humans, we always expect to see results for everything that we do in our lives, and we fail to recognize that there are different seasons in our lives. And guys, I also realized that each and every week is a different season, right? And another thing is that we carry, how do you put this? We carry the previous season into the new week. So it's like, okay, last week everything was flowing. So you want to carry everything that happened last week into the new week, failing to recognize that, okay, that week was a different season for me, and this week is a different season for me. So yeah, just, I don't know. But then if you actually um think long and hard about it, you can actually realize that each and every week in your life is a different season, and you should not try to, like, force it so hard to want to feel the same feeling that you had last week. I think it's called nostalgia or something. Yes, that. So, and then I also asked myself, what should I do, right? Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Trust the process. Yeah, but we, you and I, we don't want to do that. We don't want to go with the flow. We don't want to test God in the process. Um, we we don't want to trust God in the process. We don't want to believe that everything is going to work out for our own good. Instead, what do we do as humans? We want to be in control. We want to be in control. You want everything to just work out the way that you want at that moment. But then sometimes allowing yourself to be on autopilot um, is much better, because I actually realized that being in control is it's dangerous sometimes, right? I'm not saying lose yourself for the entire year, don't do anything, sit down, chill, relax, quit, or put everything else on hold for the entire year, or never do anything for the rest of your life. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that sometimes allow yourself to be on autopilot even when you don't understand what's going on, right? Because you wanting to be in control, you you what's this thing? Um yeah, you wanting to be in control, you you will end up causing distraction and making reckless decisions which could have been prevented if you did nothing, right? So what I'm trying to say in conclusion is that do nothing. When you don't know what's happening, do nothing. Just um live live life the best way you can. Don't try to force things. Don't try to be in control of things when you don't understand what's going on, because you will end up causing distraction that could have easily been prevented if you just sit down, sit still in that position, in that place of not knowing, and then just trust God in wherever you are, right? And yeah, that's it. And again, you also have to realize which areas in your life are openings. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the areas in your life which are openings are the ones which cause you to end up causing self distraction to into your own life, which could have easily been prevented, right? Like being sad, being angry, being stressed. What do you do? What what areas in your life um do you think, okay, no, let me put it like this, which decisions do you think you take when you're sad, you're stressed, or you're angry, right? Because all these openings, they are the things that the enemy will try to use against you. For example, I used to do this thing, right? I'm so embarrassed, but then it is what it is. So whenever I would feel sad, right, I have this times like moments where I just feel like so empty, you know. And so previously, like back then, last semester, right? So I would randomly just text people, like in groups um we have this thing, like we have groups at our school, right? And then there are a lot of people in varsity, right? So guys, don't judge me, don't judge me, you're not allowed. Anyways, so I would randomly just like text people and just say hi, how are you, whatnot, whatnot, whatnot. And to someone else, it's not that much big of a deal, right? But then me doing that thing, it's like every time I actually realized every time I was sad or felt empty, despite me having friends who I could talk to or just call, oh friend, this and this and this and that, I did that. But then me doing that, that was bad for me, because I was forcing myself into other people's lives, whereas I was not meant to be in their lives in the first place. I don't know if you can understand me, but then I was just um doing things that probably God did not want me to do at all, because I'm talking to this person I don't even know. I don't even know if that person believes in God or doesn't, or if that person is like has negative energies around them or whatnot. So in any way, it could have resulted into something disastrous, because first first of all, I'm taking someone that I don't know. Second of all, there are a lot of bad things that are happening in this world. The person could have easily been like a human trafficker or something, you know. So you need to realize which areas in your life are openings, and what do you do when you feel like that? Do those openings lead to something that could actually end up with you being totally distracted? Or yeah, so just sit down, internalize, and think about it. Like, think long and hard about it, because the moment you fail to realize which areas in your life are openings, you're gonna keep on doing the thing, doing the thing, doing the thing. Now I no longer do it now. Like, I've stopped because I actually realized that it anything could have happened to me at that point, right? At that time. And it's being human. We as humans are very stupid. I'm sorry to say, but then we are, and we do reckless things at times, and we then think it's okay, but then it's not. So therefore, realize which areas in your life are openings, right? So what did I do? At first, I tried so hard. At first, I tried so hard. Like, I tried. The first week that I did not post my video, I tried so hard to figure out what was going on with me, to figure out, like, okay, I'm feeling like this because this happened, but then nothing happened, you know. So how can I feel like this, right? And then I realized that God was trying to show me in so many ways. I don't know how many ways He even tried. Like, when okay, man, this is a sign for something, but then you just don't want to see. You just forcing. And I have the thing of being pushy and trying to force things. Yeah, my friends, yeah, would know. They know. Like, I am that button. I would keep on pressing the button, right? So, and then I realized that God was trying to show me in so many ways that, you know what, stop, like, come back to me, like, because at some point I also realized that I wasn't doing the thing that I used to do, right? I had lost connection with God, and sometimes you feel it. It's not that when you lose connection you don't feel it. Like, you feel it. You feel, okay, I have shifted from where I was, right? So now I'm working on it. I'm working on it, working on it, day by day, step by step. Yes, I'll get there. Anyways, so um, and another thing is that I feel, this is my own, based on my own feeling, right? I feel like the only reason why um God was preventing me from posting my videos was because, as a person, you need to recognize where what you have comes from, right? You need to recognize, learning where you are in life, who got you there, right? Because we have this thing of thinking we deserve this thing. Oh, okay, I deserve this. No, you don't. You don't deserve it, right? God gave it to you. And then that's why, like, in everything that you do, you should seek His guidance. This thing of, okay, Lore, in the beginning, I wanted this, like, I wanted to start this business, I wanted to start it, like, God gave me this reason to start the business and stuff like that. But then now that things are working out, you think you deserve that thing, but then in reality, you don't deserve it, because it can easily be taken away from you, right? So that was the part that I missed, because I started to think that this, like, belongs to me, and this is not mine. Actually, this is not mine. I also know that God gave this to me, because for me, I think I mentioned somewhere in my first or second video that I don't have the desire to actually get treatment. yeah, I don't. It's funny enough, actually. It's not that I like the way my teeth are, right? But then I also don't have the desire to get the treatment now. Like, if someone would ask me, okay, um, would you change your life for anything? Like, would you want to be different? No, I wouldn't, right? And then it's funny because okay, yeah, I would want to get a treatment. No, yeah, people jump. No, like I don't want to, right? Because for a very long time now, ever since I was in high school, I always used to have this feeling that there's something that I have to do while I am like this, while my teeth are still like this, before I can actually get my operation done. So you need to recognize that what you have is not yours, right? And then that's why you should thank God and seek His guidance in everything that you do. So I missed that part. I missed that part, and I thought, no, no, this YouTube channel belonged to me. What. But then, yeah, it's it's fine. And I also realized that okay, he could have chosen anyone else, right? He could have chosen anyone else, but then it just happened to be me. So you have to thank God for the the things that He gave to you in your life, whether they're small, whether they're big. It's something, right? It's better than having nothing. And then, so this is what happens most of the time in terms of when you start something and then now the thing's not working out and then now you're stressed. You're human. I understand you're human. You're stressed about your fans, right? You're stressed about your friends. You're stressed about your enemies. Okay, sorry. With your fans, I'm gonna start with the fan, right? So I have this other lady. I don't know if I should call her a lady because I know she'll be watching this video. I don't know if I should call her a lady or a girl, but then she's a woman, right? So she's my fan. There was this other day I went downstairs, um, and then I met. She stopped me and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I like your videos. What you should post and stuff like that." And I felt happy that day. Like I felt happy. That was the first friend I met here on my race, right? And then I was happy, and then that was the weekend that I had to post, but then the shift happened and I couldn't, right? So I've been taking walks at night to like maintain peace within myself, and it's so peaceful at night. I would choose the night over the day anytime, like anytime. Night, it's yo, if I'm chill. Like honestly, at night it's like I'm this crazy person because I have a lot of energy. Meet me during the day and I'm shrinked and yeah. But then, so she wanted me to post and I met her. I think it was 2 days ago. Yeah, not long. In the kitchen, and she was like, "I always watch your YouTube videos, but then you don't post." Like she would make me feel bad for not posting, and yeah, like I felt bad. I even saw her yesterday, and she was like, "You see, I'm watching a YouTube video. I could be watching you right now," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you're making me feel so bad." Right, and I did feel bad, right? But then at the same time, it's like yes, you do have fans and you do have people who love to watch you, and who love to watch your videos or who love to watch your work. But then another thing is when you're doing something that um has purpose, right? You need to be in the right state of mind. And I realized that the video, I think was the first one or the second one, the second video or the first video that I did not post, I was I shot it, and then not that everything that I was saying in that video were not true or were not what I believed, right? It's just that sometimes the way, the manner, the tone in which you say things, right? You need to be able to recognize, are you saying this thing because you're influenced by something which happened, or are you saying this thing because your mind is clear, like you're free of any doubt or anything? And then I actually realized that that video, I was angry. Like I was angry, and like I wasn't okay. Basically, I was angry, and me posting that video, it could, like, literally it would have been wrong in so many ways, because it's for me, it's about the tone, the manner in which you send message out to people, that really, like, takes, it counts. Yeah, it counts, right? And then, so first of all, your fans want you to post. Second of all, you have friends, and then they'll understand the situation. Oh, friend, you're not posting because of this and this and that. And then you have your enemies. Your enemies, oh, we all have enemies, by the way. Your enemies will be happy that you're not posting, they'll be happy. But then I want to tell you, right? I want to tell you that as much as people want to watch you, as much as people depend on you, sometimes you need to forget about them, right? And then you forgetting about them for a certain period of time, it does not mean that you don't appreciate them. You appreciate them, but then you also um need to record. I mean, you also need to be able to recognize when you're making what God gave you, about other people around you, right? Because at the end of the day, what God gave you is about you and Him, right? So when things are not working out with you, with you, like internally and in your brain, because the human body is so complicated, like it's yeah. And last week I was just trying to collect my brain cells one by one. So you don't make don't try by all means not to make what God gave you about other people around you. It's about you and Him. That's what you need to recognize, that at the end of the day, it's just about you and God and no one else, right? And then lastly, what I want to talk about, yeah, this is my last point that I want to talk about, is that ne, you know actually, as people, and I'm also telling you this, and I'm telling this to myself also, I'm just advising everyone out there and myself right now, that always, 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 with capital letters and everything else, um I heard this from this other sermon that I was watching, and it said that always act like God is with you even when you're not sure, because He's going to work with you, right? And then that you should act in the resistance of the oppression, because your vision is worth protecting, right? So don't allow oppression to have the final say in your life. Okay, so this is yeah, I just wanted to read that out loud to you guys. And then also to also mention that I I started to take walks at night. I think I mentioned earlier before. I started to take walks, right? So now you see on the road, there's a line dividing um incoming cars and whatever outcoming cars, right? If that's the correct word to use. But then there's always a line in between the road. So what I would do is that at night there are less cars and less people outside. So I would go outside, listen to my music, and then I would try to walk in the middle of the road without without yeah without going, okay, without getting out of the line. So it's a straight line. I would take my 2 feet and then I would walk in a way, it's like cat walking, but then I wasn't cat walking. I was trying to walk in the middle of the line straight, without balancing off, even though I did sometimes, and then with my head held up high, I wouldn't look down, right? And I thought to myself, this is like life, you know. I made an analogy about the road and life. I was trying to say the line in the middle of the road, it's like your life, basically. You are walking in a straight line, and then you're trying to not fall off. Also, at the same time, you need to walk with your head held up high. I don't know if this makes sense to anyone, but then yeah, me taking walks outside and just walking on that straight line, it was fun, it was hilarious, and also at the same time, because I would fall off so many times, I would laugh at myself, and then I would just go back there and try again, you know. So what I'm trying to say is that just keep on trying, right? It doesn't matter how many times you fall off the straight line, this path of life. It doesn't matter, even if like one, even if wow, like just I mean like a speed, as if you did not even fall. Like I am like a speed like a tinta, and it's just gonna be fine, right? So don't allow a person to have the final say in your life. Don't ever allow it. Like even me being here and shooting this video, it's proof that I did not allow oppression and those feelings and the thing that god the thing that the enemy was trying to use against me. They did not have the final say, because at the end of the day, I'm here, I'm shooting my video, and I'm gonna post this one because I'm gonna post it. Yeah, yeah, that's basically my it, because a lot of things happened. For first of all, I'll just give a brief explanation of what happened events, right? First of all, I had planned to shoot um okay, there was this other day I was sitting down with my friend, and she was like, we're just talking, randomly talking, and then she was like, oh, we could oh, you could include that in your video, and then I could also come and say something, share something, right? And I think my friend, you all would love her, like you all would love like the thing that she had to say. You know, she motivates me at times, like in academics and everything else. Like I'm like, yeah. So you all would love her if she came here and gave a word or two. So we were supposed to do that, but then something happened on that day. She wanted to do something else, right? And I was like, okay, friend, do it. You know, I can't stop you from doing what you wanna do. If your heart is saying that I want to do this, then go for it, right? I'll wait for you. And then when the event was done, she wanted to go, right? Which is, I understand you're tired and everything else, but then when you said that we're gonna shoot the video, but then you did not pitch, right? So that did not sit well in my spirit. And then that's why I also mentioned that don't make what God gave you about other people, because I actually realized that time that the only reason I could not shoot that video is because I made it all about her coming to shoot it with me, whereas that's not how it should be. It's about me and what I have to deliver out to other people, and it's about how people should be exposed to my presence on earth, right? So that's why I also mentioned don't make um what God gave you about other people. Because of that event, I actually realized that I had, right? And then the other thing is that what happened was that um I just didn't feel okay. I was just sad, Jane. I was just sad. After that, I was just sad. And then after that, I could feel that things were no longer the same between me and certain people, like in my life. And I mean, I love, like I love love. you know. Like if I love you, you know, little, okay, no, I love you. Like, you're gonna feel it, and I'm gonna show it to you in so many ways, right? So, and people don't reciprocate feelings. So yeah, that's also another thing that happened. But then I also learned, based on such people and events, is that sometimes as a person you need to be able to recognize, Lauren, what I'm asking from this person based on the full context of their life. O lebeletse like bophelo ba bona ka moka, not just a part that you know of them, like looking at the full context of their life. Do they have the capacity to give me what I am asking them to give me, right? So I'll give like a practical example. Let's say you are a friend with this other person, right? And you guys are friends, and then the friend that you have does not have um good past friendships. Like, she had a problem of friends always not including her in things, or not showing their care in a way that she wanted, or something like that. And then now because that thing happened in her life, she's reserving some of her feelings and some of her yeah, gestures, yeah, some of her feelings and her love, basically. And then when you come, you're the friend, you come, you just met, and then you've been friends for a while now, and then suddenly expect her to show you this type of love that she can't even give to herself. So sometimes, as people, we're very selfish, and I think, Linda, I've been selfish some way, but then because now I realized, I learned that, okay, sometimes you need to ask yourself, what I'm asking from this person, that can this person even give what I'm asking for to themselves? Nah, because sometimes they can't, and if they can't give that thing to themselves, how do you expect them to give it to you, right? And it's the same in, sorry, it's the same in relationship. It's not only in friendship, it's the same in relationships, whether you're dating, whether you're like, you're just friends, whether you're just someone that you know, or something. Sometimes you need to ask yourself, is this thing that I'm asking from my partner, are they even able to give it to themselves, right? And if they can't give it to themselves, how can they give it to me, right? It's the same thing as, like, if you can't love yourself, how do you expect to love another person? So guys, don't be selfish, don't be selfish. Just, like, try by all means to accept people the way they are, try to love them the way they are, give them time, give them time. Yesterday night I took a walk with my friends, and I was like, friend, sometimes I feel like I need to tell everyone how to love me, because I just feel like people are just not loving me the way that I want to, the way that I want to be loved. And then she was like, have you ever considered that maybe you should just give them time, like give people time so that they can figure it out for themselves? I'm like, yeah, so okay, shop. So yeah, don't be selfish, guys. Please don't be selfish. So that was what happened. And then now, what happened during last week was last week's Thursday, right? So um I was writing on Thursday. I was writing two modules. Right. I was writing two modules, and then I was sad. Right. Because writing two modules in one day is so exhausting. Like, honestly, why would they do that to me? Anyways, it's fine. So my mom texted me during the day, and when I like now, I will avoid, if it depends on especially when I'm writing, or when I have like a lot of academic work to do, I will avoid your messages. Sorry, parents. Sorry, family members. Sorry, friends. I will avoid you, right? So she just texted hi, and I didn't reply. I was like, okay, fine, mother, I'll reply you later, right? So I didn't reply, and then another message came through my phone, and it was like, um, your aunt has passed away, right? And then the time, it just a few minutes for me to go and write. So I had to shut, like I had to put myself in a position whereby I shut like my mind and then I just had to focus on what I was supposed to write about. Because now, if I had to think about, okay, this aunt, I loved her, what about the test that you're supposed to write like in less than 30 minutes, right? So I spent the time shutting off my feelings and everything else and just trying by all means to focus on the content that I was supposed to study for. And it is sad, like, you know, it is sad, like losing a family member can never be anything nice. Like, you just ask yourself, why did it happen? Like, why here, why now? Like, honestly, you know, did not expect it at all, but then it did, right? And then that day I actually realized how important it is to block off like notifications from apps, you know. So I blocked my notifications for WhatsApp because I actually wanted to tell my mom that if something bad happened, don't tell me during the day, tell me at night. But then also, that would be wrong of me to say that because she doesn't know, right? She doesn't know that, oh, I'm writing, and I don't keep her updated every day that, oh, mom, I'm writing tomorrow, I'm writing this, because I write almost every day, right? So I blocked my notifications for WhatsApp. So even now, when a person sends me a text, I don't get notified. So that is how I have control of certain things not being able to influence me and how my day goes. Because when I think about it, me seeing that message at that time that I had to write, and if I wasn't able to shut my feelings to a point whereby I could just focus on the test and everything else, I could have failed. So that's it. So another pinpoint advice, guys, just block your notifications. It's not worth you receiving bad news before you go and ride, you know. Or sometimes a person can just send you a text that will just make your mood to just be off, and it's not nice. So my advice to you, block off your notifications from YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, and all the other social media platforms that you might be on, so that you have control of what what actually the time that you want to converse with other people. And I don't know, but then it helps. Now I'm free, you know, like I feel so much free because so as I was saying, now I feel free. I just go to WhatsApp whenever I want to. But then also another thing is that the the passing away of my aunt, right? It also sad. And then now what I told myself is that I want to go back to those feelings that I felt last week. So I am sad, but then I'm not gonna allow myself to be in the sadness, because if I allow myself to be in the sadness, right, then it would mean that I wouldn't be able to be here and shoot this video today, because now something else also happened. So at the end of the day, something will always happen, and then things that happen, they will try to stop you from you achieving your goal. So that's also another thing that I realized, that each and every time that I had to post my video, something always happened, right? And then now I know that, okay, back then I knew that it was God, but then now it's not. Now it could be that, okay, the enemy does not want me to post this video because he does not want you to get to receive the message from me. Yeah, you know. So I know I said lastly, but then lastly again. So there's this in Judges 7, right, in the Bible, in Judges 7, when the Israelites like cried to the Lord, right, um God God doesn't tell them that he will deliver them. Instead, he told them how they got there in the first place, right? So when you pray to God, sometimes and you want something, sometimes he won't do that for you. Instead, he will show you how you got there in the first place. So those events, they showed me like how I don't know, but basically those events, right, in a way, they were showing me how I got there in the first place. Like the things which happened, they showed me how and why I could not post the videos, right? So it's not always that when you pray, God is gonna be like, oh, take it, take it, take it. No, that's not gonna happen, right? So he's just gonna show you how you got there in the first place, and then what you do next is what you do next, and it will help you, I guess. And then, oh, I've been talking, right? So, and then now I wanna say that this is a part which I highlighted like a lot of it. So I'm just gonna read it out loud. So it says, the vision did not lose you. You just need to move differently. God will accelerate your vision as time proceeds so that you can be stretched. Separate doubt from faith. Right? So that's the last thing that I wanted to mention, is that you should separate faith and doubt. Right? Having faith is not easy. I'm not gonna lie. Me and my friends were just talking that having faith is just like the most hardest thing in this world. Like it's hard. Academics don't compare to having faith because before you can actually do anything in your academics, you need to have faith, right? So having faith is not easy, but then just hang in there. Don't quit. Don't give up. I mean, I'm not a quitter. Yeah, I fight till the end. I fight till the end, and you should also fight till the end because this is worth living. Like, life is worth living. And don't ever think that you're here by mistake. No, you're here because you deserve to be here. You're here for a reason, right? So whew, just love yourself, like love life, appreciate the good, the bad, learn. There's always something to be learned from the bad things that happen. As much as it's not as much as it is not nice, sometimes I would say I love to go through bad things because I always learn something. Like I am a very curious little human being. I always like to learn something from life and others, you know. And also when things go wrong, right, it's not always that they are meant to bring you down. Because if something goes wrong, let's say, okay, I was planning this and this and this and that, but then it did not work, things went wrong, I implemented this strategy, but then it couldn't work, right? It just means now you have to go back to the drawing board, go back to where you started, and just be like, okay, this is where it all started. And sorry, yeah, just be like, this is where it all started, and just start all over again. Everything will work out, right? And not like starting from scratch, you're just starting from scratch with knowledge that you gained from the first time. So it's good. And we have reached the end of this video. I just want to say thank you for watching till the end. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope you could learn something from me. And if you have anything that you'd like to share with me, can comment below. Yes, can comment, and thank you. Highly appreciate it. See you next time. Woo. I love myself. So pretty.